Hi, today we're going to go over a competitive doubles drill. I have it set up today for 8 players. You'll notice that I actually have the teams color coordinated. So we have a red team, a yellow team, a purple team, and a blue team. So this is going to be our starting position here. The feeder is going to be kind of up at the net right here. And like I've said before, I like to kind of take a step into that alley when I feed the ball. That way the angle is a little bit better for the player that's hitting that first ball. So in this case, I'm going to feed the ball to our purple player. Okay, and as soon as I'm done feeding, I step off the court here. Now from here, basically the point begins. Okay, anything goes. There is no cooperative hit here. The purple player at the baseline, they can choose to do whatever they want. They can go up the line, they can go cross court, they can lob it. It's dealer's choice. Now, I'm just going to add real quick, notice the positioning here. We have our red player at the net. Notice they're a little tighter in at the net, and then our purple player at the net is going to be at that service line. And it's always important to kind of be aware of positioning. Right now, the ball is going to that far side here, and so remember, players should always kind of shift with the ball. So our red player should be up tighter, purple player is going to be back, and then that's going to maybe shift depending on how that next shot goes. So let's say purple sends this ball cross court deep. Okay, well then, roles get reversed, and so red is going to have to scoot back and close the gap there, and then purple is going to scoot up and look to be kind of offensive with that and try to pick off that ball that red at the baseline is hitting. Now, we have two sides. We have our challenger side up there, and then we have our king-queen side down below. And the way I have this one set up is our challengers are trying to win 2 out of 3 points to take the king or queen side. Now, if they don't, let's say purple loses to red, well then the purple team is going to simply switch positions with blue. Blue is going to come in now. Now, the thing I want to add and stress here is that purple isn't going to just simply switch places with the player right next to them. I want purple at the baseline to come on over to the net here, and I want purple at the net to go back there. Okay, that way our players are getting equal amount of exposure in the positions, because otherwise the person at the baseline, they're just going to be in that spot and they're not going to get as much net play. And then vice versa, where our purple player at the net, if they're just simply switching out there, then they're not going to get exposure to to the baseline. So it's important that if the team there loses, that they switch out and change positions with their partner. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. Now, if our purple team, let's say our purple team does win, they're simply going to come across the net and become now a king or queen team. So purple, let's say they do win, they're going to come to the other side, going to jog all the way over and come to the other side here. And then obviously if red loses, red is going to now go to the other side as well. Now, what's really nice is while this transition is happening, we've got two teams that are waiting, that are ready to go. So let's quickly, make our change. Red is going to switch. Purple is now going to be on our king-queen side. And now we have yellow that can jump in. And blue can jump in right away. So while this transition is happening, we're firing off a new point, a new ball, getting a new point started. There's not a lot of wasted time here. And that's what I really like about having, the 2 king or queens and then the 2 challenging teams. So you can get a lot of really good live play here for doubles. Now, let me clean this up real quick and go over one more thing. So I have it set up right now where we have this traditional doubles position and the first ball is being fed to the back person there. Well, we don't want to just do it this way every single time. So it is nice to switch it up and just flip it to where that first ball is going to, going to the ad side, just like that. Now, if that's the case, I can't really feed from this position right now. Like, that's way too sharp of an angle. And so I'm going to have to maybe be down here. I could put myself in the middle. As a coach, you just kind of, you go with what works for you. Down in this corner, it creates a little bit more of a natural angle there for the blue at the baseline. It's going to be a slightly harder shot, but at least that angle is going to look a little bit better. So this is a nice way to set this up. Like I said, you can get a lot of points in a short amount of time. Everybody needs to know what's going on. That way the transitions are very quick. But it's nice, like I said, like you can be switching sides and then two teams can jump in and you can fire off another ball and get another point started. So it's a great drill. I've done this a lot in recent years. My players really like this one. This is kind of one of our go-to drills. And you can add your own little modifications to it if you want, but that's kind of how we do it here. So give it a try and good luck.